Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to week 8. So we're on week 8 now, but I wanted to take a look real quick at the course calendar and just reorient you to when our paper and presentation are due, which will be coming up sooner than you think. I know it's only May, but here pretty soon we'll have the paper and presentation. So just a reminder, that week you won't have anything due except the paper and presentation. But let me hop onto the course calendar real quick. We'll talk about it. Student view here. So this is, of course, the remaining weeks that we have coming up. It goes a little bit further, but from that perspective, I wanted to show you again, and just a quick reminder, as you already know, I'll try to get out my highlighter here, that our important APA paper and presentation is due 5/24 by end of day, so make sure you're working on it. I know a lot of you have sent me some drafts, and I've given you feedback on what to change. Nice work there. But right now we're on week 8, and we got a little bit of time, but that paper and presentation is due on the 24th. So, more to come in regards to the video, but I know all of you are already working, or you should be working on your paper. I would do the video last, of course, because you want to do the video based on your paper. So make sure that you've already started that paper, you got some research, you're writing, you should have a nice rough draft finished, and when you get to a point where you want to send it to me, I'm happy, of course, to give you feedback and help you in any way that I can. I can't help you write the paper per se, but I can definitely help with the formatting. So please be sure to reach out to me. You got to reach out before 5/22 end of day, because it's really hard when everybody sends it to me at the last minute to get feedback in, and then you're not able to make the changes needed in a quick enough manner. So got a few weeks, but that paper is coming up. Let's hop on to week 8. So I want to make one note before we do. Module 8, week 8. There's a chapter difference. So when you look at my lecture, it's gonna have chapter 9, but for version 2 of the textbook, I'm still using version 1 on some videos, but for version 2 is chapter 7. So part 2 for chapter 7, but it'll show number 9 when you're looking at it. All right, let's head back. Part 2. I meant version 2. I'm not sure why I said that. It's early in the morning here. So week 8, module 8, chapter 9, version 1, chapter 7, version 2. So they're both the same as we already talked about. All right, make sure to watch all these videos. So one video that I put it really at the top here after your lecture. So you're going to watch lecture week 8 or module 8. Sometimes that is thrown off depending on the week that we're in. But we're on week 8 now, which is concurrent to module 8. Watch the lecture and then watch this video, Empathy, the Human Connection to Care. Many of you have probably already seen it. It's really old. It's like 13 years old now, but it really makes a difference in how you think about what you're training to become in the future as a healthcare employee, the impact that you have on others, and how we treat people in their most critical moments. So take a look at that video. It's really moving. All right, so that's located there. I'm not sure why it says read twice, but I'll move that up for you guys. So read chapter 7 in your textbook, of course. Watch the lecture for week 8. I got some supplemental material here. This is a PowerPoint presentation, interviewing techniques for patient care. You can take a look at that if you're interested. And then a couple of videos that I really have enjoyed over the years. And then a couple of links to how are physicians taught to communicate with patients. This is an interesting, I think it's an article that I pulled. I just checked to make sure it was working. That's an article. You have to make sure your cookie preference there is set up correctly with your computer, but it really goes into how are docs taught to communicate with their patients. And I've really interacted with some amazing docs that have helped with that for the last period of time over the last, I would say, 15 years that I've been working in healthcare. Another thing is the Agency for Quality in Healthcare Research, or Agency for Healthcare and Quality. That's a great government agency that really goes into a lot of details in regards to, patient care, how we should treat patients, and effective communication across the board. So you're able to take a look at that if you're interested as well. And then healthcare privacy, right? Part of HHS. Privacy and security is a huge thing, but health information privacy is critical. We talk about HIPAA, but there's a lot of differences in there that play into, how we should, really strive to make sure privacy is a part of our day-to-day in a healthcare setting. So, part of that, there's a legal requirement behind it, but at the same time, we want to make sure that people are taken care of, and they don't have to fear that when they come to the facility. Back before 1996, when this passed, the HIPAA law, it's just interesting to think how different it was back then. But you do have a discussion board post this week. It shouldn't say just for week 1. I'll make that change. I'm hopeful that it didn't say that in a prior discussion communication instruction, but that'll be changed here pretty soon. But your initial post is due on the 6th by midnight, and your reply on the 10th by end of day. Still no homework, which is, I think, helpful as we navigate coming up on our important papers. So get that done. Read the text, watch the video, and then really start working on your paper. That'll give you a little bit of extra time to knock that out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Keep up the great work. I'm trying to reply to all your discussion board posts. You guys are doing a great job. I appreciate that you're really digging into the assignment and using this as an opportunity to grow and become a better communicator. If you need anything from me, I'm always happy to help. You guys are doing great, like I said, but I'm here anytime if you want to reach out, talk through things. Again, my office hours are there if you're interested, and I'm happy to meet with you at any point, even if it works outside those hours. Reach out if I can help you in any way. Keep up the great work. Thanks so much.